And actually, the first thing before we get into the business part of the meeting, just would like to mention, 9/11 will be coming up, which what I'd like to do is just read something. I was looking for something to bring up to remember the first responders and those that worked through this, the tragedy that we did have. And there's a lot of poems out there, a lot of memorials. I just would like to read one I come across. I thought, to me, it means a lot. It says 9/11, September the 11th was the day the terrorists came from the sky. I dropped down on my knees as I began to cry. I prayed to God in heaven, why did so many have to die? Keep your faith in me, my son, was his reassuring reply. Keep peace and love in your heart. It will keep your spirit high. Live your life from day to day and recognize truth from lies. Please don't ever forget the day when evil came from the sky. Just a couple questions I'd just like to throw out just for you to think about is, why does it take a tragedy to bring people together? I think about that a lot. And we've all seen it, not only as a nation, but we've probably seen it within our families. And the next question I'd like to give some thought, for you to give some thought to is the word united in United States. Going through the days that we're going through right now, is united, the word united, just a memory? Or is it something we really believe in? Now we're living in some uncharted territory. I just thought, then I got my alarm going off too, so I apologize on that. Got my blood pressure up, I guess. Anyway, I'll try to control it. So I just wanted to give those thoughts out for you to think about and give thanks to the people that are armed forces and our first responders. Very thankful for what they've done in the past and what they'll have to continue to do within the future. So we'll get down to business. Minutes, gentlemen.
Thank you, Rex. Appreciate that.
Okay, welcome.
Yep.
Any questions on the minutes? Any adjustments, changes?
I did not see none.
Yeah. I'd make a motion to accept them into record.
Second.
Okay, minutes are going, motion's been made and seconded, and they are approved.
We have the treasurer's monthly report.
Right, yeah.
Like we could just do it now if you want. I had passed, are you ready for auditor?
Yeah,
Okay.
go right ahead.
I had passed out to you all the county treasurer's monthly report for you to peruse. Treasurer Dyer is in the audience if you have questions on that. Otherwise, we would just approve it.
Ed, do you have anything to highlight?
Nope, it's all pretty well self-explanatory. If you could weed through all that, you're good. There's a lot of numbers there.
So the advanced collection of taxes is fall taxes?
Yes.
Okay.
And we are at 16.7% as of this morning. So we're actually doing pretty good.
Numbers look good, Ed.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions, gentlemen?
No, you want a motion on that?
Yes.
Okay, so move.
Second.
Motion's been made to second that we go ahead and approve the county treasurer's monthly report.
Okay. Next, I have the workers' compensation audit claim in the amount of $21,614. I'm going to assume this workman's comp audit is done annually,
Yeah, it is.
and that is what this is.
Okay.
Did I say the amount? $21,614.
21,614. This is an annual audit they do based on the actual payroll.
Okay.
Bixler Insurance to whom the claim goes.
So that's not from a specific claim, that's,
No, it's an
No,
audit.
that's an audit.
all right.
They make an estimate to begin with, and that's what our premium's based on, and they audit us annually. So I need a motion on that claim.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded that we approve the workman comp's audit of $21,614.
That is all that I have.
That's it? Wow.
Well, we didn't get, because of the holiday, we probably won't get any health claims until later today.
Okay.
So that'll be coming next week.
Very good. That takes us down to you, Brad.
Wow. That was fast.
Yeah.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning.
Hopefully ours is quick too. We only have a, excuse me, losing my voice. Couple things today. Opening bids on the one-ton dump truck. Be the first thing that we're gonna do.
I don't know if I still got your checkout sheet or not. Oh, yeah, good.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, it's.
Unless there's two things.
All right,
Might be.
Moser Motors, Moser Motor Cells, one-ton dump truck bid. I don't remember what all was on that non-collusion. Okay, I have a non-collusion. And I have a price of $58,741. $58,741.
When you look at these, do you look at the bid specs to compare to? Or how?
Oh, we'll take it under
We'll take it
advisement.
under advisement
Gotcha,
normally and then
okay.
come back next week.
Okay,
And that is the only one we received.
That's the only bid you got?
So, go ahead, I'll let Paul give you the, what's going on background.
GM and Chrysler both are not accepting any orders until further notice for new trucks due to the lack of parts and supplies that they need to build them. So they were not willing to put together a bid for us because they had no idea when they'd be able to deliver. And as far as Ford goes, Joe from Mosers told us that their Ford is still accepting orders for governmental orders for that. So Ford is the only one that's able or willing to give us an idea when one might be produced, so.
Okay, this is a straight out, right? There's no trade-in or anything?
Yeah, there was a trade.
There was a
Sorry.
trade-in?
Yeah.
Yes, I should have read that off. They're allowing us $1,500 for trade on a 2003 Chevy one-ton, 200,000 miles.
Okay,
And that price included that I read out.
okay. All right. Well, Mark, we'll have to go with the one. That's all we got at this point in time, under the conditions anyway.
Well, I think you take it under advisement and make sure, they'll check and
Right.
make sure it meets specs and
Right,
come back,
right.
but that's the only one you've got.
Okay,
Yeah, they said they're concentrating on their, basically the half-ton trucks. And they're gonna be making 2021 models instead of 2022.
okay.
So it's kind of a mess, but.
Yeah, all right. Gentlemen, we need a motion for that. Take it under advisement.
So moved.
second.
Motion's been made and seconded to go ahead, Brad, take his bid under advisement.
Okay.
Back next week then.
So that one's ready for delivery, right? Truck? Or that is in order?
That'll be ordered.
Okay, I
Yeah, it'll
see.
be ordered.
So you won't get it
It'll be a
until,
while.
And Joe's actually here. Joe, I'm not sure if you have any kind of idea.
Delivery time, I can't.
Yeah, see, they can't even.
Okay.
Right, that
Gotcha.
makes sense.
Many of them,
okay,
but
thank you.
if you could, get the signed order to me as soon as possible, so I can get it ordered as quickly as possible.
I see, okay.
So, get it.
And some more.
Thank you.
As far as taking under
Make sure
advisement,
copies.
Can you make a copy?
advisement,
Make sure copies.
Can you make a copy?
that's something you could, by next week, you could have.
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, we'll be
information
back
for us.
next Tuesday,
Okay.
yes.
So that'll come to me next Tuesday?
Yes, if they, once we go through it, and if they approve it, yep.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, for the tandem axle chassis, the first one I've got is from Selking International. And I have their non-collusion. Okay, the price for a new 2023 International, $120,799.42. $120,799.42. A trade allowance of $13,500.
That 120 does not include the trade allowance, right?
I don't believe so. The second one I have is from Stoops out of New Haven. I have their non-collusion. And their price on a new 2023 Freightliner, $114,600. $114,600. A trade-in of $18,000. All right, the next one I have is also from Stoops. I also have the non-collusion on that one. This one is for a 2023 Western Star, $123,500. $123,500 with a trade-in of $18,000. And I have another one from Stoops. I have the non-collusion on that one also. And this is for a 2023 Freightliner also, $113,303. $113,303, a trade-in of $18,000. That one there has a Detroit motor in it. The first one had the Cummins. The first Freightliner was a Cummins. And that is all I have.
What was the second motor on the Freightliner?
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, one was a Cummins and one was a Detroit.
Okay, any questions, gentlemen, on that? Need to take a motion to take it under advisement.
So moved. Did you have any? Those are all that you had.
Yes, that was it.
All right, second.
Motion's been made and seconded to go ahead and take those bids under advisement, Brad.
Okay, we plan on coming back next week with that then. And then basically just normal updates. Still out mowing, out patching roads. We are getting ready to start our berming where we cut the edges of the road to let the water off. That there will be coming up in the next week or two. And also, we'll get out and start, doing some more tree trimming now that it's cooling down.
Any luck on the bucket truck?
No, that was planned on, I'll talk to Mark maybe here after the meeting and see, what direction the auctions, we haven't been seeing any of the auctions.
Yeah, Josh doesn't have any coming up. I checked with him on his next auction. He didn't have
I
any.
didn't know what other avenue, if there is another one, so.
Okay, very good.
All right, that's
Thank
it.
you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Rick?
Morning, Rick.
Hi, guys.
Morning.
Really all I have is just maybe some updates. Hope we get our circuit board next week for our running our fire suppressions over at the courthouse. Hopefully that's installed next week. They haven't really gave me a date, but I called them and they were hoping it would come in next week. So we'll get that done. I'm gonna try to pick supposed to warm up a little bit. We're gonna try to find a leak over there that we have in one of our units at the courthouse as far as freon. So when we do that, it will be shut down until we find the leak. So I'm trying to pick where it's kind of cool to be able to do that. Other than that, it's just really everyday things, and I think you kind of know what else I'm working on, and
Right,
that's what I have.
yeah,
going on.
waiting on chiller information yet, so.
I haven't received any. I think they have all the information that they need. He's contacted me a couple times. I gave it to him. Have you heard anything?
Last week I talked to them and they were getting us a revised quote with that. And it sounds like their fees are gonna be the same. They're just gonna include the increased air handler and the UV light filtering.
And that's the way I took it.
I may have an email now and I can't access anything.
So that's what I know.
Okay, all right, very good. Thank you.
Thanks, Rick.
That's his story,
Yeah.
sticking to it.
Oh, we got, John didn't hear right, John August. Okay, Shannon, you have anything that you want to update us on?
I do.
Okay.
We have a leak there.
Did he? Well, running a little bit ahead of things, so maybe
So,
still short.
I wanted to introduce Mark Blankenship. He's the administrator at Golden Meadows. Today is his first day with us. So he happened to be here on a good day because we also have to do the report for Golden Meadows. So Viv is gonna help him with that, but just
Okay,
wanted to officially announce that he is here.
well,
So
good. Welcome, Mark.
Hey,
Glad to have
thank
you.
Yep.
Glad to have
Pleasure
you.
to be here. Okay, well, I'm gonna give it a shot here. I looked it over this morning, so, I'm thinking I'm understanding this, but, so this would be a report for August, the month of August. So, total receipts was $25,479.86, and then the payments to the treasurer was the same amount, $25,479.86. Of that amount, the total charges for the month was $30,504, which is about $5,000 difference between the total charges and what we actually received for the month. So
Okay.
now, when I'm not sure what happens yet, is this report goes to
Well,
you
yeah, it
all?
goes to us. We go ahead and all three of us sign that report, right? And Tony gets a copy of it, and
Okay,
you should get a copy or retain one for yourself, so.
Yep, I have one
Yeah,
back.
okay, good. All right.
So I'll probably end up taking that one.
Yeah, you'll take that one.
After you guys sign
Yeah,
it.
We'll sign it. Yeah.
yes. I
What,
did-
what's the census, Mark, by
Yep,
chance?
Yep, I got you. I did forget that. So we are at 16 males and 10 females,
Okay.
26 total
Okay,
currently.
okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and take the report and,
Probably need a motion to approve it.
yeah, we will. We'll take a motion. So we just want the guys to look at it
Okay.
first and see what the,
Are we still doing any of the shortfalls come out of his salary then?
That's not gonna work.
Or didn't we tell you that?
No, I missed that part.
Okay, if you got, look it over, got any questions?
Well, we're glad to have you here. I'm glad you accepted, and so we're looking forward to your leadership. You've got, I know, you've got a lot of experience with leadership and management.
I need a motion on that report, yeah.
I'd make that motion.
Okay,
Second.
motion's been made, seconded, and go ahead and accept the
Yeah.
Golden Meadows report for the month of August. Thank you. Yeah,
So, we've always been proud to offer, a place for people in need and kind of look forward to continuing that opportunity.
I'm very excited.
we
about
are,
it.
we're excited about it.
Thank you.
And then, I don't know, are we still going ahead with there was a hog roast Friday, is that right?
Yes.
So is that something that?
25th.
The hog roast is the 25th,
25th.
Saturday, the 25th.
Okay,
Do you guys have tickets that you're selling?
Yep, we'll have them. I'm going to pick them up and start selling them. Our staff meeting is tomorrow and our staff is gonna start selling them too. So yeah, if anyone would like a ticket,
So are they available out at Golden Meadows?
yeah, they can just come and see me.
And
Or I
so
can
Ladies
come
in
in here.
Chicago too.
Yep.
We got tickets there.
You already have some?
Yeah. So if you guys want any, I can always come up here too or whatever.
Okay.
Okay?
looking forward to it.
All right.
I'm getting hungry already. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
So the only other thing that I had was that we also had Melanie Justice start today in the assessor's office. She was a backfill to a position that was vacated with an internal candidate. She's an external candidate, so today was her first day as well.
Good, good.
Yep. That's all
Super.
I have.
All right, very good. Thanks, Shannon. Appreciate it.
What was her name again?
Melanie,
Melanie
Justice.
Justice.
Steve's wife.
Okay.
Steve's wife. Steve
Oh,
Justice's
good,
wife.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see, John didn't hear you yet, Mark, so do you have anything for us?
I don't know. I don't have any email. No, I don't think so. We have some things that we're completing with Health Department on the animal shelter septic system. So that hopefully it sounds like that everything's go there. They had to get an
Did they get
inspection
their
done.
inspection done?
I believe so.
Good.
And so I think I prepared documents and sent down to the state health department, which they've approved. So I think we're just a step away from moving forward with that, so.
So once they get the go-ahead with the septic and get septic permit, building permit, do we need to sit down with the Heisers?
Yep.
For final?
Finalize the contract,
Okay.
get a
Is that
start date.
something we would do here, or how do you see that?
I'll probably work with them on the terms of that contract and then bring it to the commissioners to finalize.
Okay. Very
We
good.
call John and see if he's on the way.
Oh, okay, that'd be fine. Mark, we had, one time we were working on a thing for, so the question came up about vacation time for hiring employees, that have, experience and so on.
Right.
And we were working on that, so we need to get that one finalized. I think you were working on it, so
Okay.
we'll look forward to getting that.
Did we need to have a new policy, or to change an existing policy, or how did we
I
see
think
that?
this was
moving?
something new, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have anything on that
Right.
presently. Presently, your vacation policy is first year, there's nothing. You're accumulating, sick days, half a day every month. That's all there
Is
is.
that something that would be incorporated with Shannon in the new?
Well, the new PTO policy is gonna take care of that because you start to accrue vacation the date of hire,
Right.
so, whether you go back, retroactive and do that, I think that's probably gonna be a mess. I don't know how you do that. But, we've had several requests for that for recent hires, but it's just, there's nothing on the books that allows it.
Well, and it
Okay.
seemed like something that was definitely appropriate to approach. So, and I don't know if you have any
I
thoughts,
kind of missed the beginning, I apologize.
so.
Had to do with the request that we've had to grant vacation time for new hires, in addition to, because for new hires, there's no vacation the first year. And we've had some request, vacation time out of the gate, but we don't have a policy to cover that. And I'll talk with Shannon some more about it, but I'm not sure what we can do on that without having to go back retroactive to make it right with everybody else that you've hired.
Okay, I could mention as far as the COVID situation, there was a governor's executive order, 21-24. There's really, did not address things that address the schools and address the health situation, but there's been no change from the county's position on that. So whatever we have in effect is still in effect. So, John hasn't showed up. Did he reply yet?
She called and he didn't answer, which might mean he's on the way.
Okay, is there
I had
anything for the
told
public?
him to come early because we,
Okay. Well, we'll see if he shows up. Ed, you got something you want to bring up?
I can just do a couple other
Okay.
updates too. We did the monthly report, but I wanted to let you know that our SRI tax sale is scheduled for Thursday, October 28th at 9:30 a.m. in this room. And it looks like we'll have 15 or so parcels to go through at that time. That's pretty much standard. Last week, we did awarded the RFP for operating bank. We're continuing on with the First Bank of Bern. And that starts October 1st for the new term with the new rates and everything. And at that point, that's a Friday, I'm going to move some money from a couple different banks over to Bank of Bern and basically get that extra interest.
Sure.
And I just figured it out quickly on our stimulus that we have at our current bank, and we're getting $1,013 and change interest on that per month, $1,013. Just with the new rates, we'll be going up to $1,245 per month. So $230 more just with the increased rates, just on that stimulus fund. But I'll be moving more than that. It'll be several million altogether, I think. We still want to keep diverse all through the county, but it's important that we utilize that extra rates. Also, the last thing I have here, I've been working with the technology committee, was at a meeting a couple weeks ago. I went to look for increased options for my treasurer's department and on my treasurer's department page. And it kind of ballooned into the fact that our website needs some real help as far as getting with the 21st century. If we go around the state, our website is rather weak compared to a lot of the other counties. And Mike Brown and the technology committee asked me to take a good look, and I've been looking all over the county, talking with different vendors, getting some demos. I'll have a lot of information here in a couple weeks to give them. It's a perfect time with the new tax software, with the new system. There's a lot of new technology that's available. In honesty, very little cost to us. I don't have those numbers fixed yet, but I will have here in a few weeks. And then we'll see how much the technology committee wants me to go forward with it, or if they'll take the ball and run with it. But it's been fun kind of working with this, and it's a good time for me to do it. And then I see, let's see, John's here.
John's is here, yes.
I do have one more thing at the end of your meeting, though.
Go
Okay?
ahead. You want to do it now?
you mean after hours or during the meeting?
I'll do it right now. We have, it's kind of an interesting day today. Tony and I both have a journalistic background, and Tony in newspapers and I in radio. We have Jim here from the Bern Witness, and Ed from WZBD Radio. I think that'll all continue, but today is the last day for a distinguished person in journalism. And she's been very, very good to us, I think, with fair reporting. And I just tip my hat off to you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Ed. Yeah, for bringing that up for us. It's been nice working with you. Thank you.
She's awful voiceless.
John, you're up.
Now, if she reports that as a standing ovation, kind of.
10 minutes standing O.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Morning,
Good
John.
morning.
I'm here with, again, to get Rex and Tony to sign, after your approval, we're starting the cycle again to go after some grants through emergency management. They are, go through them here, I think there's maybe 5 or 6. The first one's for $18,000. It's the EMPG. It's a competitive grant. And on this one, what we're going after is 4 Apex 6000 handheld radios. That's the new one. The state's changing the system. We don't know when, but sometime in the future. And we still have the original one from about 15 years ago. So we're through a grant trying to get 4 radios. And I think maybe the sheriff's department is doing that through a different grant on the same thing. But EMA, we're trying to do that, get ahead. Don't know whether we'll get it or not this time, but we'll keep trying. We're not changing immediately, so get ahead of the game now. And then on the same EMPG, it's the matching salary. Half of our salaries are covered in a grant from the federal government through the state. And this one would be for $35,264.06, and that's for this coming year.
You want us to take those individually, John?
Yeah,
Is that-
we can do that. Tony wanted 2 copies signed, so he could have a copy, and then I would have a copy too.
And then you'll
and I'm
still have to
scheduled-
take them before council at their
Yes,
next
and
meeting.
then I do that next.
Yep, next
Next
Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay,
Next week.
gentlemen, any questions on that? First one was for 18,000 for
Yeah,
4
18,000
radios, right?
radios. Mhm.
And then the second one was 35,000. Let's take them individually.
I'll make a motion. A second.
Okay, motion's been made, seconded, go ahead with the $18,000 one for
You wanna
us to sign
first?
that. Okay, and we need one for 35,264.06, right?
Yeah, those are the 2
Okay.
copies there. Yours and.
Motion's been
I'll
made.
just keep
Stan.
taking them.
Motion's been made and seconded on that second grant request of 35,264.06.
Alrighty, then this, and Tony's signing that to begin with, and then, the, matching salary grant, 35,000 plus.
We approved that one. Yeah,
You want a separate motion for that one?
we did already. You just
Oh, that
did,
was the
yeah.
second.
Tell you what, I'll have Rex, I'll have you sign under commissioner there, and then pass it to Tony, and Tony will do the reverse, and then I'll get one back, and Tony will keep one.
Here's the 2 copies of this one. Yeah, I don't think you should change the 2 on that one. Charge thing or
I do too.
da-da-da-da-da.
I called it, get a hold of the company. I
Yeah,
got a good suggestion for them.
and I'll get one of those copies back.
You don't need any other signatures from us.
No, you want it,
Oh,
here's the other one, I think. Wait a minute. Yeah,
Did you want to look at this?
I think this is the other.
Well, all it requires, it's a county form, and all it requires
You wanna
is
see
the
this one?
auditor,
This is the-
No.
chairman of the commissioners, and chairman of the sign. Full council and commissioners have to approve. Okay, now we go to the HMEP grant, which is the hazardous material grant
that's right, Tony.
we go through the LAPC committee to go for. Here we have 3 separate grants that we're going for. Normally, we just do one, but we learned this year that you can do multiple, so we're trying to do a little bit of extra. The first one is for $14,000.75. And on this, we are trying to get money to do what is called a commodity flow study in Adams County. And what you do is you hire a outfit to come in, they sit around at corners and they read the signs on the back of trucks for a certain period of time to figure out exactly what's passing through your community that could be, you know, hazardous material on any given day. We haven't had one done for years and years and years. So we thought that if we could get the grant money, we'd go ahead and do that this coming year.
Okay,
If
$14,070.
$14,000.75. Now, of that, $13,075 was for the study, and then we have $1,000 in there. Having a hazardous material response team, like some fire departments do, is just outrageously expensive. I mean, you just can't afford to do it. So we have a mutual aid agreement with the Fort Wayne hazmat team. If anything gigantic happens, they will come down and assist. And $1,000 of this is to have, through Tim Maloney, Assistant Chief Maloney in Fort Wayne, come down and bring part of his team and do a little classroom or show and tell of the equipment they have. We did that maybe 6, 7 years ago, and it was really good. We did it at Fort Wayne Fire Department, and the fire departments and police departments from the county came and looked and walked through and saw. And this will cover expenses to bring their team down, that kind of stuff. So again, that's also part of that. Then the next one that we have here.
Could I do that first study if I sat at El Camino all afternoon and just watched?
You could, you actually could. You could even have a beverage in your hand sitting outside El Camino, and I don't think
I
anybody
don't
would.
trust him. He'd be
That's
sitting
right, you
there,
could say you were on the way home.
Yeah,
you'd be eating all that time, Stan, you know, you can't.
I go through more chips and salt.
They're low on those, remember.
Yeah. Then the second one is for $7,820. And this is what we normally do. This covers renting facility for our exercise, supplies for our exercise. We have to do one a year that meets the state's requirements. For a facilitator, and in this case, we've never hired an outside contractor to help. This also covers, we're going to see if we can do that. We've always said inside. They have a little bit better expertise in that or whatever they do many, many a year. And if that's allowed, that is. If not, we'll handle it our own. But that was for $7,820. And the third one for $8,948. And this is, Barb does extra when she's not working for us to do the hazardous material reports that businesses send in to the state and going through that, making sure it's all done right, correctly. The Cameo mapping is done correctly, that kind of thing, along with the state. And then we also have a young man who's the EMA director of DeKalb County now. He just took over, but he's also the training lieutenant for Angola Fire Department. And he's our district commander for our district readiness team. He's a great young guy, and we want him to come down, and the cost is $1,000 for him to come down and do mid-level training for police and fire in incident command. We always hit the high guys, and we like to get the mid-level sergeants, that type of thing, to do that. And it's about a day and a half thing that we would have here at the jail. And those two things were $89,4807. So those are the three there, and that's through our LEPC.
Okay, so we could take all three of those and under one motion then. Okay, any other questions on those grants, gentlemen?
Second.
Okay, motions have made and seconded to go ahead and approve those three different grants. John?
Okay, good.
So that facilitator for the exercise, would that be for the upcoming exercise? Or?
No, if for next year.
For next
This is for next year. Yeah, we're already covered through
21.
this year with the ones that you guys approved early this year, I think.
Is that anything you wanted to talk about, the upcoming one? Or no?
Well, the upcoming one is coming, I think it's September 30th, what is
I was
it?
thinking 14th.
It could be. I think it was 28th, 30th, end of the month, because I was gonna be on vacation, but I'm not
She sent it
anymore.
out, I know, she sent that information out to us.
Oh, and the RSVP is by, yeah, September 30th. Sorry.
See, you testing the old man's knowledge, I remember, and that's not always good to do. Sometimes you get lucky.
I just need to read more carefully.
No, like I said, that's not,
There's too many papers floating around here, Dylan.
well, yeah, 3 of them are for you and 3 of them are for me. Could be your 3.
Once I turned 60, I became easily confused.
Didn't take me that long.
Really?
No.
I thought you weren't there yet.
Heck no. Oh,
Hey, Ethan, it's Mark Brewer. In the commissioner's room, I think I probably need multi-factor or something because I can't get onto the network
You got
on my
3 of them,
laptop.
Tony?
I'm assuming that's why I can't get on.
Oh, we got signed, okay.
and those are the next 3, either my copy or your copy.
Normally, it connects automatically
We'll
to
get you
county
in touch
private.
with, we'll even get you in
Here, and I do that, it just says
there.
connect automatically.
Well, when I talked to Barb, she was cooking up
just
all
says
kinds of
can't connect
ideas,
to this
so hard to tell
network.
them what you're gonna throw at everybody.
It's really a good study to have, so you really know what's going through. You'd be surprised sometimes
Okay,
what's
cool.
being hauled through your town, through your
All right,
county,
yeah, I'm
down.
through all our towns and county,
That's for sure,
and what we are prepared for, what we aren't prepared for,
yeah.
and where.
Yeah,
There's a lot of transportation between, I think it's Lima, Ohio, and Huntington. We have a pipeline that
Okay.
runs that way that, well, the one that broke here in the St. Mary's
One of
River
each of the 3.
goes that way. They also have trucks running that way too.
So how do they do that on a relevant assessment? I mean, do they go through DOT records and stuff, or do they just literally sit and watch the
They
highways?
literally sit and watch the trucks that are coming through and read the signs on the
There you
back,
go, Tony.
telling what type of material is on that.
So they'll set it 116, 218,
They'll,
124.
they'll, exactly right,
Yeah,
for a period of time. They usually hire college students or something like that.
okay.
Okay, I think we got it. I think we got them signed, John, I believe.
This one had those 2, but then this only had 1.
Yeah, I'll attach it with
And-
the, right, well, okay. You got your,
That's it. I don't have any over here.
I need one of those.
which one you need?
Oh, no, like I said, there's too many papers floating around here.
Okay, I've got one here for
Some of them
the
have it.
894807.
I don't have one of those.
Okay, then I need one too then. You got this here? Good deal. If I don't have the right thing, Tony, I'll come and get a copy.
I think I have each of the 3.
Good deal. And that's it on that, just to bring you up to date. We do have, and we put out, we do have inventory, still have some protective gear inventory. And we're in the midst of, we're about halfway through of getting payment on some of this public assistance, the 3A grants that we've gone through. And we've gotten 2 checks, and we're working on the remainder. There's gonna be some that's not covered, ended up not covered. And what's happening there is what's not covered, since most of this is to the health department, they have access to a grant where they're gonna try to pay the remainder then through the grant that they have on that. So it looks like eventually everything will be, should be
Covered.
And we just purchased some stuff that will be part of that grant. We got one more to submit. We were running low on several different type of masks, and so we, you just never know, so.
That's true.
Put in some inventory, so we have that and available for county and response personnel in the county, so.
Okay, very good.
Good
Thanks a
deal.
lot,
Thank you.
John, appreciate it.
Yep, thank you, John.
Yeah, okay, anything else from the public? Mark?
Nope.
We're good to go? Okay, gentlemen, nothing else. I'll take that motion.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded, we are adjourned.